Take this fucking blue big turd that I have on the website for $29.90. I fucked up. I bought this thing. I painted it. And then, he don't even want to fucking sell this thing. Neither do I.
If you purchased a car from a used car dealer and you instantly start having issues with the car, I'm going to tell you what not to do.
This guy brought his rare $100,000 Camaro to the dealership for service. When he went back to pick it up, he found out that it had been totaled because a service advisor took it out for a joyride.
Most experienced dealers can't seem to get cars off their lot unless they price them outrageously. And it's becoming a real problem because even when a dealership finally lists a car for a fair price, customers think something must be wrong or assume it should be even cheaper since so many bad dealerships have poisoned the market and made everyone suspicious. The car market is so messed up right now that a reasonably priced used car can sit untouched for weeks because buyers don't trust the deal, and honestly, who could blame them when every other lot is selling beat up inventory with hidden issues while pretending everything is certified and perfect when it clearly isn't. And here's the real kicker. Customers should at the very least be getting a fresh battery with their purchase because it makes no sense to hand someone a clean title, great running car, only for that car to die a week later because the battery was already on its last leg. And now I, the customer, not only have to worry about oil leaks, brake pads, alternators, and random noises, but I have to replace basic essentials immediately after spending thousands of dollars, which defeats the whole purpose of buying something that is supposed to be reliable. This is where logic completely flies out the window for these dealerships because they know what they're selling. They know these cars came in rough, they know they cut corners, and yet they still act surprised when customers don't trust them or when inventory piles up on the lot. And with the way things are going, these videos won't be the last because the car market keeps exposing itself day after day and the consequences are finally catching up. Check out some of these videos.
Guys, I've been selling cars for about 10 years, and the math always fucking maths. I can sell this Escalade for 25 grand. That car doesn't count because it's a return to the auction, but this thing's 25 G sold as is. I'll never hear a fucking complaint. This Silverado was 12,000, just sold, took payment today, delivering tomorrow. I won't hear a fucking peep from this fucking customer, but take this fucking blue big turd that I have on the website for $29.90. I fucked up. I bought this thing. I painted it. And then, he don't even want to fucking sell this thing. Neither do I. Customer hits me up. Is this available? I said, come buy this fucking car. It's ugly. It's shitty, but it runs and it starts. But it needs a jump start. You're going to have to put a battery in it. Well, that's a little ridiculous. I have to put a battery in this car? Yeah, the fuck you do. It's $3,000. It's got a clean title, leather seats, cold air, and it fucking runs. What the fuck are these people expecting for $3,000? 3 G's. That fucking truck I could sell for $22,000. It could blow up on the way home, and I might get a phone call. Maybe. Because that customer says, you know what? I bought a cheap truck. This customer says, I bought a car from a dealer. It should have a forever warranty on it. Fuck. If you're a dealer, comment down below. Do you feel the same way as I do about these fucking pieces of shit? Why we don't like selling these things? So you let me know.
If you purchased a car from a used car dealer and you instantly start having issues with the car, I'm going to tell you what not to do if you want that dealer to help you out with those issues. Hi, I'm Kenny Martin. I'm the owner of Competition Cars and Classics, a used car dealership in Salem, Virginia. I sell all cars as is. And what as is means is that after the customer purchases the vehicle from me, I have no responsibility of fixing anything with that car. It is their car. However, I will tell you, I, as a dealership, want happy customers. I cannot tell you how many repairs I have made on cars after they've been bought, even though they were as is, to make customers happy. That is called a goodwill repair. Yes, there's even a form for that called a goodwill repair form. And I'm going to tell you what not to do if you want that dealer to help you out. Case example, I sold a 2006 Buick Lucerne last week. It was a nice car, V8 leather moonroof, No check engine lights, no funny noises, 150,000 miles. It was a cheap car though. It was a $4,000 car sold as is. Now, we as a dealership do give every customer the opportunity to take any vehicle of ours to their mechanic to get it looked at before purchasing to make sure that they know what they're buying. This customer refused that. We also offer a service contract, which many people call an extended warranty. This customer refused that. And they bought this Buick Lucerne, which did run and drive just fine. A couple days ago, I get a review on Google, a 1-star review. And that review says that we bought this car as is, but within 2 days of buying it, we started having issues with the steering getting stiff and the gear shifter getting stiff. This is absolutely ridiculous problems, and we are gathering information so that we can get legal counsel against this dealership. Well, I never heard the problem. No phone call, no email, no stopping by, no message, no nothing. I get a 1-star review and I get threat of legal action. Guess who's not getting helped? I will not help them at all. Yes, it was sold as is, but like I said, happy customers are important to us. But if you threaten me with legal action, you better be willing to back it up, because I sold the car as is. When it goes to court, I will win. And if your first recourse against me is to leave me a 1-star review, you're not getting help. You know, I got that review and I replied to it in Google, and I basically said that, I said, folks, this is the first I've heard of it. I didn't get a phone call, I didn't get an email, I didn't get any message from you knowing that you was having an issue. You just leave me a 1-star review and you threaten legal action. From this point forward, you can contact me by your attorney. I want no further contact from you. And I won't, I will not talk to them. I will not help them out. After I got that review, I made a post on my Facebook page about that review. I did not name the customer. I didn't want anything specific identifying the customer, because that customer had been their picture had been put on our Facebook page when they purchased that car as a happy new customer. But I did make a post on my Facebook page talking about how if you want to make sure you don't get help from me, leave me a bad review, threaten legal action without even giving me the opportunity to help you out. That's the way to get not helped, I promise you. After I made that post on our Facebook page, we got 27 5-star reviews from people that follow our Facebook page within a matter of hours. It was amazing. It really was. And I did ask for it in the post there. I told them, look, folks, if you've done business with us and you've been happy with us, please give us a good review, just to try to offset ones like this. And I was really shocked at the response, 27 of them. I thank all my customers that did that. But if you have an issue with a car after you've purchased it from a dealership, even if you did buy it as is, contact that dealership. Many of those people at those dealerships do care about having happy customers. Many of them will offer you a good wheel repair. They may not cover all of it, but what if they pay half of it? They may cover all of it. I don't know. It's up to the dealership. When it's sold as is, they don't have to do anything, but they do want you, the customer, to be happy. So contact them. Don't go straight to the reviews. Don't threaten legal action. Don't go in with an attitude. Be nice to the dealer. Explain the issue and ask them for help. They may help you out. They may tell you to kick rocks too and go on. If so, then okay, go ahead and leave your bad review if you must, but threatening legal action, leaving a bad review is not a way to get a dealer to help you. I promise you that.
This guy brought his rare $100,000 Camaro to the dealership for service. When he went back to pick it up, he found out that it had been totaled because a service advisor took it out for a joyride. This is literally your worst nightmare if you're bringing an expensive car to a dealership, especially when you specifically tell the service center that the car is to never leave the lot. Well, this guy named Kenny brought his 2018 Camaro ZL1E Hendrick Edition to H&L Chevy in Connecticut. It had only 989 miles and the car just wouldn't start. He left the dealership with explicit instructions that under no circumstances was any employee to drive this car off the lot. Well, I guess they took that as a challenge because one of the service advisors decided to do the exact opposite. He decided to fly this supercharged V8 Camaro down I-95, reaching speeds of nearly 90 miles per hour, until he eventually lost control and smashed into a guardrail, rendering the car a total loss. According to the lawsuit, the Camaro's factory tracked data recorder shows that seconds before this car crashed into the guardrail, he gunned the engine and lost control of the high-performance vehicle he should have never been driving in the first place. It said he knew or should have known that only a highly experienced driver who was capable and knowledgeable about the car's capabilities and dangers should operate it. As far as I can tell, there's been no word from Chevy up until this point. And this is going to be a pretty chunky lawsuit that I assume the dealership is going to lose. After all they had to do was diagnose and fix a broken clutch switch.